What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about pickups, obviously, because that's what we do here. You know, we're 11 years into the pickup business. Been making pickups for a long time. We've made 10 or 12,000 at this point, something like that. And you know, you look at these things. Okay, dog ear, tele pickups. We got an enduro here, and I think if we come over this way, we got Strat pickup. You know, nothing out of the ordinary. Just guitar pickups. That's just what they are. Well, on a one-to-one basis, you know, you look at a guitar and you play it, and it's fun and it doesn't get boring. And maybe to you, every time you buy a new guitar, you get a new sound, you get a new tone, you get a new whatever. You think it's cool. Me too. Except I have this like weird perspective because I look at the same ones every day, right? So like, let's say this week we're probably going to ship, I don't know, 15 P90s, which are my favorite pickup. We're probably going to ship 4 or 5 loaded pick guards. We're probably going to ship 4 or 5 sets of tele pickups. We're probably going to ship, I don't know, a dozen humbuckers. Time to spice it up. If you follow us on Patreon, you already know all this. If you follow us on Instagram, you might have seen some of this stuff, but I have not actually made an actual YouTube video about this for the actual channel. So we have a full-blown laser shop now, and I am so stoked. Really, the reason I did it in the first place was practical reasons. We would buy flat work. For, you know, Telecasters, Stratocasters, stuff like this. And we go through a lot of it, right? Like a lot of it. And so I would have to, I bought it from the same place y'all bought it from, various vendors and whatnot. And it just got to be the point where the quality was kind of going downhill and I was throwing away about a third of what I was buying. Well, that gets too expensive. So we bought ourselves our first laser toy, and that is this guy right here. That is a CO2 flatbed laser cutter. It can do some engraving too, but it's really made for cutting. So let me show you what that means with respect to this kind of stuff. All right, so basically what this means is we can make all of our own flat work. I've got a piece of software that I draw it all up in, and then we send it over to here, and that right there, this is actually the stuff that flat work is made out of. I order it in big sheets, and now we are able to cut it. I need to make some, as it stands right now, I need to make some upper pieces for some enduro pickups. So let's just go ahead and cut those right now. We've got the settings all cut. So for those of you that are wondering, this is an 80 watt CO2 flatbed laser. So it can cut pretty thick stuff. It can do a lot of neat things. It'll engrave too, but it's really good for cutting. And so I'm using it for flat work. And when this cut gets done, I'll show you how not only can we do regular flat work, but we can also do some other pretty neat stuff too. The cool part about this is it makes it to where I can make any shape of flat work I want, any diameter of magnets I want, anything. And when you order stuff from like StuMac or somewhere else, a lot of times you'll get them and it'll be all sticky because this is rubber impregnated paper and there'll be sticky stuff all over it. If you order flat work from us, because you can actually order flat work from us, not just pickups, but you can actually order some pieces of flat work. So like Strat pickups, tele pickups, and some various things like that. You can order the flat work and make your own pickups. Also, if you're a guitar builder and you need flat work for your guitar company or your pickup company, you can order it from us as well. And we can do like little personalized things on it and all kinds of stuff. We can put your brand on there and whatever. So that's pretty fun. And I really love messing with this stuff. And what it does is it makes it to where I can control the quality. That's the biggest thing for me. And that was the #1 reason why I bought this big laser in the first place. So let me show you a couple of custom things that can be done with this once this cut gets done. Okay, so where the fun really begins is, yeah, we can make flat work, but now we can use all these other alternative materials. Like this translucent, kind of marbled acrylic, and we can do really neat things with it. So let's get this guy in here and get him set up, and I'll show you what we're going to cut with this. It gives us some opportunities to have some pickup colors and combinations that take us beyond the normal boring stuff. The cool part is we've been doing a bunch of experimenting with all kinds of acrylic colors and various things, and I've got probably 100 colors available, various stuff that you've not even seen on the website ever. So that's what's really fun about this. Not only that, what I'm cutting right now is something I don't know that anybody else is actually doing. This gives us pickup color options and combinations that you just don't normally see anywhere, and it's just so fun. And okay, it's fun to sell them, and it's fun to make a living, obviously. So, you know, somebody's in the comments right now feverishly typing about how this is just an ad for Dylan Talks Tone. Well, absolutely, that's how I make a living. However, what this is actually really doing for me is giving me a bunch of inspiration to make really cool stuff, and I'm really, really enjoying it. The Saturday drops that we're doing every Saturday morning at 9 o'clock have just been giving me such a great opportunity to just kind of have a creative outlet that I've just not had for a really long time, so it's super fun. And if you're wondering about the smoke, there's a big fan underneath here, and it blows out through a thing. So you're seeing smoke, but it's whatever. All right, so here's a couple of opportunities that we don't normally get. This is a Telecaster bridge pickup. Now it still has the plastic on it. Let's peel that off so you can kind of see the prettiness of that. Is so cool, right? And this is just one color, tons of different colors. Now this is a P90 insert. So this goes into a regular P90, and you'll be able to have that same kind of color option. Our Enduros, we're actually doing clear tops. So we're doing some really, really fun stuff. So this really gives me a good creative outlet, which I really, really dig. But this is only one laser. Now this laser over here can cut wood and glass and cork and acrylic and all kinds of stuff, fun stuff. But what it can't do is metals and really high definition etching. So over here we have, I just bought this is a CloudRay QS30. This is a fiber laser. So basically the power supply is over there, and then through that big cable back there, it's a fiber optic cable, and the laser head is in here. And this is a galvo laser, which means there is a camera lens basically, and the laser doesn't move. Like over there, that laser goes back and forth and back and forth. This kind of basically goes back and forth at the speed of light based on whatever speed you set it at. This is a rotary machine, so we can put round stuff like mugs and cups and stuff on there. But the idea is, even though this is much smaller, it gives us the opportunity to do stuff that we could not do before. So let me show you a couple of things that we're doing. All right, so this is a galvo laser, and it does things a little differently. Let me make sure that I've got this correct. Okay. This is something I'm working on. This is an aluminum business card that I use to test a lot of stuff. So let's just frame this up really quick. Let's try that again. Cool, right? Now, I didn't fast forward any of that. That is literally, that was real time. So my buddy Don wants me to come up with some ideas for case badges for his guitar. So that's what that is. That's, you know, we'll probably do it out of some other material, but kind of gives you an idea. So the other thing that's kind of fun is now we could take a regular piece of flatwork like we just cut out. So this is one of those Enduro flatworks, and we can engrave a pattern onto it that we can then use to, you know, spruce up a guitar build. So let's go ahead and do that. We can also do things like turn it into a different looking sort of image. So now we have a pattern, like a paisley pattern, engraved into the flatwork. Of course, see this over here? This will get cleaned up when we clean it up, but and it'll be all consistent looking. Let me show you a couple of things that I've done with some other materials too. All right, this is kind of neat. So what I was showing you a minute ago, this is a completed one of our Enduros with a pattern etched into the top of it. And then of course it's just normal flatwork, so we can do, you know, anything like that. It's kind of cool. I mean, I could put a picture of your mom in there, like whatever. I'm not going to put a picture of your mom on my guitar, but you could put a picture of your mom on your guitar if you want. It's pretty neat. Or whatever, right? Like you could do whatever. Now this is some of that other acrylic. This is like a mother of pearl that we then we engraved a pattern into the mother of pearl so that when you look at it kind of off axis, it's kind of cool. And then we also are doing a bunch of really cool custom pick guards, and I actually bought a router, so this has got a pattern engraved into it too. See, it's got like a paisley engraved into the top of it. This one has a paisley engraved into the back of it, so the front is still smooth. Green sparkle, super cool. We've got a sparkle here. And then check this. You might have seen this already, but this is purple pearloid, super fun. And this is for a Strat. And I got a router, so we're rounding over the edges and doing all kinds of nice stuff, making them super cool. Now here's the really cool part. Check this junk out. This is metal. This is a Telecaster neck pickup cover with a matching control plate and knobs. How cool is that crap? Isn't that awesome? And then I've also got, that I'm working on for this weekend, is our matching set of P90 covers. Also, yeah, super fun stuff. Super fun stuff. So anyway, there you go. Taking the boring out of just normal pickups. You know, I have all these really kind of neat guitars, right? I've got like lots of wild stuff, and so it just gets my imagination going. And now having the tools to be able to do this stuff is just, it's crazy. And I'm sure there's stuff that you could think of that I can't even think of. We're gonna release stuff every weekend with neat ideas, you know. But if there's something that you see that makes you think of something else, like, I wonder if I could get a pickguard in X or Y. I wonder if I could have this engraved, blah, 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 whatever. Over there in the box, I got a whole strap body that we're gonna do some really fun stuff with. So stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed, Brianna is actually coming up with some original artwork. This is actually for a client. He wanted Brianna's original artwork. We're gonna etch it onto the top of the strap body, a really nice one from Maximum Guitar Works, so that he can do a custom build. The possibilities are so endless, and it's just making this stuff so much fun. Obviously, we're making pickups all the time anyway. We're making lots of peanut. We're, like I said earlier, we're shipping tons of stuff every week, but just the possibilities and the fun. I absolutely love this. Let me know in the comments if there's something crazy that you've thought, I wonder if I could. I wonder if we can. Thanks for hanging out, man. Hit the subscribe button and the like button. Dylan Talks Tone for all that stuff. There will be a release every Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So check that stuff out. Patreon, the links below, all that stuff. Do the thing. We'll see you in the next video.